Hey everyone, welcome to the premiere episode of Hops and Highways, a weekly newscast dedicated to the road building industry. My name is Jessica Lombardo, and I have been editor of Asphalt Contractor Magazine for 3 years now. I love meeting everybody in the industry and the work that you do. I'm joined today by brand new associate editor Dormie Roberts, and by brand new, I mean today is her first day on the job. So welcome, Dormie.
Hey, thanks. I'm looking forward to learning about the industry and can't wait to hear from you all and learn more.
Awesome. So the format of these broadcasts is going to change over time depending on what you guys want to see from us. But our goal is to share the news from the week with you, some best practices to keep you sharp in the field, and share the work that you're doing in our Build America Friday segments.
If you have a project you'd like to share with us, make sure you message us on Facebook, and we'd love to talk. We'd also love to have contractors join us via Zoom and maybe even have a beer with us.
Yeah, so our goal is to really highlight the hard work you guys are doing every week and help others in the industry learn from what you're doing. So maybe you're doing something that they haven't tried and you're being successful with it. And we just are all in this together. So we really want to bring everyone together with these episodes every week. So I think we need to start with the cheers for making it through another week of quarantine. So cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Okay, so here's some news you might have missed this week. The night before the FAST Act was supposed to expire, Congress passed a continuing resolution. And what that does is it guarantees that $13.6 billion will be infused into the Highway Trust Fund to keep it solvent for another year. It also maintains our current highway funding levels of $47.1 billion through fiscal year 2021. So I know, Dormie, this highway funding is all new to you. It's still new to me, obviously. I'm a couple years in and I still have questions. So what questions do you have?
I have all the questions, Jess. So now that this measure is passed, what happens next?
So the industry was really hoping for a brand new highway reauthorization. The FAST Act was a great bill. It guaranteed funding for 5 years. But now with this 1-year extension, states are kind of going to be still in a holding pattern. Well, they still will have the funding for a year. What we really are looking for is a long-term reauthorization. But given the current state of the federal government, this 1-year extension is really a win for our industry.
So speaking of the current temperature in Washington, we are sure that you all watched the debate on Tuesday night. We were just as disappointed as you were that there was no talk about infrastructure from either candidate.
So can we just have a drink for all making it through that debate? Because that was a nightmare.
That was too much.
Yeah, so that was really disappointing that the candidates did not talk about infrastructure, especially because both of them have said that that's a priority that we need to focus on moving forward. In fact, even in Trump's campaign in 2016, he said that we need to spend at least $1 trillion to shore up our roads and bridges and even our broadband. He's had a challenging presidency. He hasn't had a lot of cooperation from the Democrats. So we have not seen a plan come to fruition yet. But what Trump has done for the industry is reduce some regulatory burdens, which is great. But no infrastructure bill.
Yeah, and while Trump knows that we need to spend money on infrastructure, no formal plan, like you said, has been unveiled, which has been unfortunate. Biden's plan, which they're calling Build Back Better, is claiming that they would put $2 trillion into the green infrastructure and energy over 4 years and create millions of jobs, which everybody likes. Biden wants to overhaul the nation's roads, bridges, trains, auto industry, and broadband systems.
Yeah, so both candidates, they're set to debate again on October 15th. We really hope that infrastructure comes up as a topic of conversation there. Our networks are just deteriorating every day, and we need that funding secured so we can ensure that they're fixed and repaired and that you all have secure jobs. That would be wonderful.
So on other news, World of Concrete has been pushed back, if you know. It was set for January. It's moving back to June. No word yet if World of Asphalt will continue as scheduled, but we sure hope so.
Yeah, it would be great to get out and see all of you again. COVID is just taking so much from all of us. We hope we're all staying safe out there. But in the meantime, we learned some good news. There will be some in-person training happening because training is super important. You got to stay sharp. You got to stay up on your skills. And companies like Work in America, Road Tech, Aztec, and Caterpillar, they all have said that there will be some form of in-person training in 2021. They know that they want to follow CDC guidelines and keep you all safe out there. So that is some great news, and you can visit forconstructionpros.com/asphalt to see that full training list. Let's toast to an end to this pandemic. Cheers.
Hey, cheers. Now for some more good news.
Yay!
Yay! Each week we want to share how the asphalt industry is working to be a good neighbor. So we came across this post from Cincinnati Asphalt that we just had to share.
Yeah, so when the crew at Cincinnati Asphalt showed up to seal a driveway for a customer, they found out he was a retired combat veteran who had beaten cancer not once but twice.
And did you hear that somebody stole his American flag from his
I know, that's so ridiculous. So Joey Madden, who is the owner of Cincinnati Asphalt, who we just love, he knew he could not charge Gary for his work. And there he is. Isn't he so cute?
Oh.
Joey said that it is because of people like Gary that we are free to live in the greatest country in the world. So we couldn't charge him for his driveway. Cincinnati Asphalt loves their veterans, and donating this project to a hero like Gary is a small gesture of thankfulness for his service and sacrifice to our great country. We also were excited to get a new flag for his porch for him to display proudly.
Hey, let's send a cheers to Gary and the Cincinnati Asphalt crew.
Cheers, guys. Great work. We love you guys being good neighbors. So finally today, we're going to end with our Build America Friday segment, which you guys are familiar with Build America Friday. You guys send in our pictures every week showing us what you're working on, and we absolutely love that. So today we want to highlight an actual job one of our fans submitted to us this week.
Yes, Kevin Smith and his crew at Emery Sap were paving inside a tunnel this week along the I-44 in Halltown, Missouri. The design build project was challenging for the crew. Not only did they have to ensure that they weren't hitting the ceilings inside the tunnel, but they had to work fast as the plant was located 45 minutes away from the project.
Yeah, we know we don't like cold asphalt out there.
The company's Springfield branch has 19 bridges total. They did send some images, so I'm going to show that quick.
That's crazy. Look at how close that jump is to the ceiling. It's crazy.
They have the 19 bridges to repair or replace over the two-year contract. And on this segment, the bridge was actually removed and they put the tunnel in place for a longer lifespan, as well as more cost-effective maintenance solution for the state.
Yeah, that project sounds crazy. Paving in a tunnel and
at night.
Just look at that. That's great. So great work, Kevin and the crew at Emery Sap. And we're going to cheers to you guys. Awesome. So that's all we have for our first ever Hops and Highways broadcast. We will hope you will join us every Friday to recap the week and share a beer with us.
And remember to send us those messages on what you worked on this week so we can highlight you on the Build America Friday.
Yeah, thanks guys for tuning in and have a great weekend. Cheers.
Bye. Cheers.